Hi guys, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. If this is your first time coming across this channel, do it to subscribe. Click on notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. Okay. So in today's video, we're going to cut this dress you're seeing under bust corset dress. That's what we will be working on today. Yet it is very, like I always say in most of my videos, it is very easy to cut. And remember, this is beginners class. This is beginners class for beginner. So stay tuned and keep watching. This is for someone. I made this dress for someone, not really mine, but I'll be making mine soon because this thing really looks good on me. So these are the things I'll be working with. I have my tape, I have my ruler, I have my pen, I have my scissors as well. Then the main fabric I'll be working with, this half yard of black material, and then I have this 3 yards of Ankara material. So I'll be drafting on this brown paper. For those of you that might be asking why, it's very important to draft this particular dress on this brown paper. So I just inserted my shoulder measurement, and then I went down by 9.5 for my armhole. So I'll connect the dots. So after that, I'm taking my bust point measurement, my under bust measurement, my half length, which is my waist area, and then the full length of the basque waistline, which is I went down by 10 inches. So I'm just marking a straight line there, my waistline, my under bust, and my bust point measurement. So that's my shoulder line, my armhole line, sorry. So I went down by 10 inches there to get my basque measurement, which I later reduced that 10 inches. It was too long at the front, so it was also too long at the back, so I later reduced it. So I just inserted my bust nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches, 4.5. But I marked 4 inch because I'm not putting any darts. This clothes doesn't have darts in the front and also the back, so I just marked my 4 inch measurement. No need of putting my half. So by the sides of the marking of my nipple to nipple, I came in by half an inch measurement by the both sides. As you can see, I came in by half an inch measurement by the both sides. So I'll use my ruler to draw it up to the to my bust point, to my under bust. So I had to then connect it to my bust point. If you're not new to this channel, I believe you should be familiar with cutting of princess darts and straight dart as well. It's just that normal formula or pattern we use in drafting our princess dart or straight darts. We use in drafting our bustier. That's what we're going to we will apply in this dress as well. So now, after doing that, I have to start inserting my bust measurement divided into 4, waist measurement divided into 4, and also at that down part I inserted my hip measurement divided into 4. It is very, very important to insert your hip measurement when it comes to that area. In not all the dress, not all the tops though, but most cases, in most of. So after that, I connected my dot, and I went ahead to put my um sewing allowance, which is I think 1.5 inches. You can make it two, you can make 2.5, depends on how plenty your material is and how the volume of allowance you want for your dress. So that is not it yet. I wanted to say, so that is that. No, we just started. So I have to bring my camera close for you guys to see it very clear. So this is my shoulder measurement. This is my armhole measurement. So I have to curve it. Just a slight curving. It's not that difficult. This is my bust point measurement. This is my under bust measurement, my waist measurement, and my hip measurements. So this is the part I came in by 1/2 inch, the both sides. Then I had to do this marking like this. So here I came down by 1 inch, which I did not use at the end of the day because I noticed that the depth will be too deep. It will be too much. Yes, it will show the will be too much. So I didn't really work with this. I have to, and I also made the mouth, that center piece kind of more tiny. So this is what I did at this under bust. I just have to curve it like this. It's something you can use your free hand. Then if you have your armhole curve, you can as well use it here. But if you don't have, you can use your free hand to work on it. So here I want to get my neck with it. So I measured 3.5 inches. I have to just bring that down to my desired depth, the deepness of your neck, the upper part. So I just brought it down. Look at how I marked here. It didn't get to that point I went in by or half 1 inch again because I don't want it to be too open. So after that, I have to start cutting it out like this. It's very easy. Just watch and see what I did there is what you can do. I will advise you to do yours as well. Any video tutorial you watch, try to do yours so that you'll be used to that particular style and move on to the next. So this is me cutting out my paper. So at that point, my shoulder point, I have to mark a straight line. That is, I'll have to measure it equal to make sure it's equal. Then connect that markings to that place, to this opening here. That's my that part, and cut it like this. Make sure you don't open up the paper complete, so it won't be that hard for you to work with. So this is it. I don't want to do that slash and spread out because I'll cut it into pieces, because most times you might mistake what it might be more fuller at the end of the day. So this is me. I came down by 2 inches at that waist part. I came down by 2.5 inches thereabout. Then I have to slant it down to that my center front. I have to slant. It's a basque waistline. So I had to slant it and then cut it out. that, that's my hip area. Then I came down by 2 inches at my waist, 2.5 inches at my waist. You can come down by two, or I think at most 3 inches is okay. So this is it for the front. So here is the back part. This is my zipper area. I marked 1.5 inch for that zipper area. You can make 1 inch, 1.5, or 2. Depends on what you want. So I'll start my measurement from that zipper line. I'll start my measurement from that zipper line. So I inserted my armhole, my shoulder measurement, my armhole, and then other measurement like my bust, my waist, and then my hip measurement. Just what we did at the front. That's what we'll be doing here. Yeah, that's what we'll just be doing here. Apart from the bust, yes, apart from the slashing of the bust and all that, but every other thing is what we're going to repeat here, as you can see. So I inserted my waistline measurement, then my hip measurement as well. Then I connected my markings. I'll go ahead and go in and put my sewing allowance, which is 1.5. That's what I used for this dress. Then I'll curve my armhole area. After that, I'll be cutting off the upper part of my back, the upper part, because I want to use another fabric for it. So this is my neck depth at the back. I came down by 1 inch. Then the depth now 3.5. The width is 3.5. The depth 1 inch. Sorry. So this is the area where I cut out, like I placed my tape to get my desired measurements. I think I came down by 9 or 10 inches, I think. But if you want, you can just go down by 7, your desired measurements for the back, because I'll be using the main fabric for the upper part of the back, just as I'll be using the main fabric for the front upper part. That's what I want to also do at the back. So I have to cut it out and then continue my measurement. So at the waist part, I came down by 2.5 inches. The same thing I did at the front. I came down, I think, by 2 or 2.5 inches. Then look at where I started where I marked it, where I joined it, not at the zipper part. So this is it. I have to place the front part of my basque waistline to make sure they are in alignment. If you have watched to the extent to this part of this video, please try to subscribe. So this is the front part I'm trying to cut out here. So now the opening of this plate depends on how wide, on how gathered, on how full you want the front part to be. The opening of that your pattern, the pattern paper we drafted, depends on how full you want the upper part of your dress to be. If you want it more fuller than this, you can open it more. Like I said, I don't want that too much slash spread something. It makes it to be like you might end up getting more than your desired, fabric there at that bust region. So I prefer just this slash, this opening. The wideness determines how fuller you want it to be. As simple as that. So that's it. Just have to place it and cut it out. You can use your pins to hold it down. You can use your pins to hold it down. At this point, I used what was close to me, which was my padlock and my machine oil. That was the items. Like, I forgot to use my office pin to hold it down. I just used what was around me to do that. So pardon me, you can use pins. You can as well use what I use. There's nothing wrong in using those things as far you achieve the same results. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this for more exciting videos that'll be coming your way this year and next year as well. This year is almost coming to an end. So please, let's try to be guided. You know how the country is at the moment. Please be careful wherever you're going to, and make sure you pray that God will perfect all that concerns this country. God will make this place a peaceful country for all of us to stay in. Cause I don't know what's going on, but whatever it is that's going on, God should just see us through in this country. Oh. So pray wherever you are. Pray, like pray for Nigeria and pray for our country. Okay. So I went in by half inch at that place so that I won't have this zipper bulge. So I'm done cutting. I had to cut down. I had to cut out the down part as well. So this is me. Over to our sewing machine. I placed my lining like this. I turned the front part of this material. I placed my lining at the front part of this material. I have to sew this area. I have to sew it. After sewing it, I'll top stitch on the lining. After sewing, I top stitch on the lining. I'll do the same at the other side. This clothes is very easy to make. You can make it within 10 minutes or thereabouts. Yeah, you can make it within 10-20 minutes. I don't know. It's not what we take a whole day to make as far as it's light. So you have to sew this part as well. You don't need to sew it in. You have to sew it outside like this. So after sewing, I will use my needle and thread to gather that place. Why I'm making use of my needle and thread, and I will advise you to do the same, is because after gathering it, when I'm about to attach it to the down part, if it's not up to the down part, you know, if it's not up to it, I can adjust it with the rope. That is why it's important to use your needle and thread to do it. You can as well do it on your machine, no, but to avoid stress of losing when the length is way shorter than the down part, that is your under bust area. So it's advisable to use your needle and thread to gather it. So this is my down part, the back waistline. I'll sew there and then top stitch it. As you can see, I sewed it inside. I'll turn that lining outside, and after that I'll sew the sides of this. Then I will introduce the Ankara to the black material. So this is how I did it. I have to start sewing from there. So this was what I was trying to explain earlier. why I used my needle to do this part. In case it's not up to, you can just extend it. It will be easy for you to extend than using your machine to sew with, because your stitches on the machine might be too tight, or I don't know. So this is the back part I'm sewing as well. You should be familiar with this back part, but for the sake of the first timers, that's why I'm giving all these explanations. If you have been following me, this shouldn't be a new thing. So this is it. One side of this material is iron, the other side is not iron. Oh my gosh. So I went ahead to close the side. I joined my shoulder to shoulder measurements, and then I've gathered my down part as well. You already know how to make your gathers, right? If you don't know how to make your gather, cut your wrapper and go and start gathering it on your machine. You pleat it on your machine. So I also have a video on how to gather your gather. So this is me joining my up part, down part to my upper part. So I'll just have to sew it round the waist basque line, and that is it. After that, you insert your zip, and that's it. You're good to go. So if you enjoyed this video, do well to like, share, and subscribe. Click on notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. Yes, thank you. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Bye.